Shalom, call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak double honors to the elder apostles and elders of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yashawan, back with the World War III Daily Update. We're going to make it short and quick. Shalom and salutations to you as well. You start right here at Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. World War III is escalating right under your nose because the mainstream media here in America ain't telling you a damn thing. They're distracting you with everything that they can throw at you and not saying that they're attempting assassinations on the Russian president and that they're surrounded in Taiwan, they're surrounded in Syria. The so-called spring offensive is underway in Eastern Europe, and they're blowing up. Refueling depots in Crimea is really going down, and people have no clue. All right, so under your nose, this is happening. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So we'll just let this guy Skeletor give us a quick update. All right, this is 2 hours ago. Full spectrum survival featuring Skeletor. Warning: U.S. nukes are being loaded up. All right, and if you don't see, there's been enough talk now that people are desensitized, and that's fine. That don't mean it ain't still going down. Okay? So it behooves you to wake the hell up before you find yourself in that fire. Or repent is the word. So anyway, go ahead, Skeletor. Let him talk for a minute. We're going to keep it short, and then I'm going to jump out, Lord willing. Here we go.
The Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson has warned that even though it can be understood by the international community that Russia does not already have it planned to launch a nuclear weapon on America or against the rest of the Western world, and that while Russia has repeated that it will do everything it can to prevent America and the West from escalating tension. Remember, I'm not pro-Russian. I'm not pro-Chinese. I'm definitely not pro-war anything. People ask me all the time, Brad, why are you doing this? What are you here for? I'm here for the innocent people of Iran, of China, of America. Remember, there's no different. I grew up watching those commercials of those sunken-in rib cages and the bloated tummies of the children that said, for just $1 a day, you can feed this child. And then when it happened in America and we saw COVID take over and they said, you need to stay home from your job, they basically gave you the equivalent of $1 a day. Except the price for you to buy rice and food and keep your shelter over your head and electricity is $30, $40, $80, $100 a day. This is absolutely ridiculous. And so who am I here for? I'm here for you. Now we have Russia coming out and saying that Russia will do everything it can to prevent America and the...
Bear with me.
And the Western-aligned countries of NATO from escalating these tensions into nuclear global annihilation. Russia says even though they will do what they can, it will not hesitate to protect Russian vital interests. The spokesperson advised other countries not to test Russia's patience. They emphasized the country's determination to defend itself against any perceived aggressor. What they're saying right there is that if anyone dares drop Russia as a superpower, then Russia will basically make the whole world suffer. These comments are coming to the world amid a flurry of warning from senior Russian officials, including the Russian President Vladimir Putin, who has expressed his own concern that the Western military support for Ukraine is raising the risk of a catastrophic nuclear event. Putin cast the 14-month-long war in Ukraine as an existential battle with NATO, with an aggressive and arrogant Western world. Putin has vowed to use every single means, including nuclear weapons, to protect Russia from any perceived aggressor. Now, Russia has right now strongly criticized all supplies of NATO's goods, basically the depletion of American military goods into Ukrainian hands, and the expansion of NATO military alliance groups closer to its border. Finland, as you know, shares a long border with Russia, and it recently became the 31st member of NATO. Now, while Ukraine wishes to join NATO, it faces opposition from some countries. We have member states, member nations accusing the USA of deliberately infringing on fundamental interests and generating risks that lead us into World War III. Here we have the former Russian president, Dmitry Medvedev. He's now a close ally of Putin, and he's also a leading military analyst and basically a person who says things and they get done in the military in Russia. He warned earlier this week that the world was probably on the verge of a new world war, and since that admission, we've had multiple countries come out and say it. The USA and its allies are now condemning all Russia movements as imperial land grabs. They say that Ukraine must vow to fight back the Crimean territory and 1990s territory from Russia. Ukrainian officials are dismissing Russian claims that a nuclear war will be basically taking place. Now, as you have probably seen from some of our reports, America started instituting nuclear sniffers basically inside of Ukraine. These nuclear sniffers and sensors allow a picture to be built so that once a nuclear event happens, America can say, well, look, we have proof backed by scientific data and analysis that it was Russia who did it. Now, this is a little bit like saying, you have proof that the guy who changed your oil also cut your brake line. There's really no way of knowing exactly who did it, but you have, if you had something set up that you could show your brake line was intact before you took your oil to get changed, well, maybe in a court, people would perceive that, yeah, it was likely the guy under your hood down there who cut your brake line. And that's what America and the West is trying to do. They're trying to make it undeniable that Russia is going to be the one who releases a dirty bomb, or maybe it'll be a false flag event. Now, this situation in Ukraine is absolutely exploding. The annexation of Crimea in 2014 and subsequent conflict in eastern Ukraine, where pro-Russian separatists have been fighting Ukrainian forces, has led to widespread condemnation around the world and economic sanctions against Russia, which have basically done nothing except exacerbate a Eastern-led move against the United States dollar. It basically showed that the dog of the USA was a lot more bark than it was bite. Now, I want to tell you something that we hear often. This warning sounded off in the tech world. They say it has begun. Now, they're saying what's happening here after the cloud storage giant Dropbox decided to lay off 500 employees.
Okay, so we switch up. That's the longest I've heard in a while. Skeletor stay on one particular message. So anyway, all right, so there's your little update. Hey, it's not going nowhere, all right? And for whoever's got a problem, you got to put your little thumbs down. I know you're scared, bitch. Guess what? What did he talk about? Nukes. You're about to get nuked over here, bitch. So put your little thumbs down. I understand you're scared and you're mad, but guess what? Guess what we're going to do over here, okay? We're going to mock. We're going to mock when your fear, bitch. Okay? We're going to mock you. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So put your thumbs down, bitch. I want to see you tomorrow. Come back every day. Put your little thumbs down. All you're doing is marking yourself. You little scared bitch. All right? This is the scriptures talking. These are the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Boy, whoever the fuck you are that's got a problem with what's coming on Babylon the Great. All right? The United Snakes. It's going down. All right? A lot of, all you damn Edomites are going down. So work with that. Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your, who is I? That's the Most High. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. That's why you put your little thumb. You don't like the truth coming out. Okay? How does the Most High laugh? Through his prophets. I'm laughing at you. Put your thumbs down. How does the Most High mock when your fear comes? I'm doing it right now. I'm mocking your punk ass because you're scared. You're scared of what's coming. All right? I have spoken. Through the see if I can find it. Bear with me. Hosea 12 and 10. Who is I? That's the Most High. I have also spoken by the prophets. I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. You fucktard. You scared ass bitch. This is the Most High speaking to you directly through me. Lord willing, I'm one of those men. All right? Let's read it so you might understand it. I spoke to the prophets, gave them many visions, and told parables through them. You understand that? I sent my prophets to warn you with many visions and parables. Right? The Most High told us what to say. He's speaking through us, who multiplied visions and through the prophets gave parables. All right? You scary little bitch. All right? Ezekiel 33. Fucking fucktard. Put your goddamn thumbs in. Everybody put your thumb. See, what you don't understand, this is a spiritual war. Okay? It starts in the spirit, and then it manifests on the earth. And what brought you to this channel that you don't like so much? This is about this word. Okay? It's about the word. And what the word says is going to, you can be mad at me all you want. I'm just doing what the spirit is on me to do. All right? This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. Let me read it so that you might understand it. When all this comes true, and it surely will, then will they know that a prophet has been among them. You understand? We're just speaking the words that the Spirit, right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua put upon us to speak. And what does it say? It says this. All right, let's go right here. And he cried. Who cried? The angel cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great, not ancient Babylon, not ancient Iraq. This is talking about America. Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. It's done. It's over. It already happened. And has become the habitation of devils, you damn devil, and the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Don't come back here. Put your thumbs down so that I know you came back and you got hurt even more, you butt hurt punk. Or don't come here and don't get cussed out. You still you have received your consolation. All right? Keep your foot. Stupid, you don't know where you wound up. I missed it, didn't I? Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God. Guess what? You came to this channel. Where are you at? You're in the house of the Most High, Yahweh Shemil Shah. And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fool. Put your thumbs down. What does it mean, sacrifice of fool? That means you played yourself. You think the angels aren't recording everything that's going, well, I disagree with what you're saying. You disagree with the Most High. He's the one speaking through his prophets. For they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth or with your thumbs down, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. Guess where you're at? You're in the house of the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore, let thy words be few, and your thumbs down. Okay? For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, your thumbs down. And a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. Okay? What does your thumbs down actually mean? Why don't you come to the comment board and say what you really mean? And I bet you won't do that. You're already in over your head. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and sisters. With that, I'm going to say shalom.